Every city has several stories to tell, and this week we take you through a few interesting ones from our very own Singara, Chennai. There are many ways to tell a story. Some people use words, others use moving images. Today we meet quite a unique storyteller, one of the few graphic novelists in our city. Now what exactly is a graphic novelist? Stick around to find out. A graphic novelist is a visual artist, someone who uses sequential art or the conventional comic book format to tell a pictorial story. Little Krishna, Hanuman, Ramayan and Stripey the Tiger are just a few of Gaman's comic book creations. Having been in the field for the past 10 years, Gaman has illustrated more than 100 children's comic books in India, focusing mainly on mythological subjects.
My Amama Tataya, they introduced me to mythology, to stories, to the visual culture as such, and what struck me real hard was the fascinating world that always had the scope of depiction in various mediums, be it animation or be it comics. And I always was fascinated by comics ever since my childhood. I started drawing at an early age of 3, and from there on there was no turning back. Well, now I'm doing Mahabharata in its darker shades, with all the deceit, with all the action, with all the bloodshed, with all the wars, whatnot. It's quite exciting and it's soon going to get completed.
Gaman's first series of 8 picture books, the Golden Mythology series, won the National Award for Excellence in Printing Children's Books, and the illustrator is now busy with his designs for the government's Samachir Kalvi English textbooks.
The government as such is now offering a scope for the whole lot, that is the publishing industry, the publishers. They are quite excited about getting into the textbook business now, and there is a lot of scope for it, a lot of scope to make the books fun as such, learning fun. And they are coming out with CDs, with animated DVDs and whatnot. Right now I'm working on one such project for a publisher, and with customized illustrations, with customized layouts, with a free eye-flowing context for a child as such. It's quite exciting. I hope to make education fun in the longer run.
Gaman has earned himself an MPhil in graphic novels and currently teaches visual art at Loyola College, Chennai. For him, the thought of an alternative, more conventional career option has never crossed his mind.
It started with me designing a few books, few mythological series. It was called the Golden Mythology series by Seasons Publishing. From then on, there was no looking back. We started making comic books, we started making storybooks, we started doing graphic novels. Even though it's not lucrative as such on a professional level, it's always fun, it's always how you get to see your book on the printed version. It's like your own baby.
Despite the competition in the international arena and the limited opportunities for a comic artist in India, Gaman remains quite positive about the future.
We still have hope. Unless until our authors come up with their own original literature for children, for adults, for young adults, whatever it is, definitely there is scope. As you know, India is a huge market and we can definitely compete in the international arena as such. Even in what's it called, selling the copyrights over in the international markets, in the international book festivals, whatever come, it's definitely good enough, decent as such. Number 2 is we can always look into digitization option, that is you can sell it out for Amazon or the Kindle, the various e-group and various mobile comic versions, the various multi-platform transfers. You can always animate your comics. It's exciting and definitely there is scope.
In person, Ganam is almost as animated as his creations, a guy with the determination and strong will of a superhero. Ganam is one of the few people who is actually thinking out of the box and fighting the odds racked up against him. Coming up, we have painter-sculptor Dakshinamurthy and his journey through art.